This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing, Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyss, Caden, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxton, Nicole, Terry, Hollow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jacaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Haley, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, Zebra, Lala, Ari, Amy, Busy, Molly, Xylosaurus Rex, Lunaris Galaxia, Maya, Novastar, Annie, Tori, Ariel, Bolchi, Bree, Zael, Jenny, Beastie, Leah, Arlo, Lena, Daddy, Marcella, Aaliyah, Holly, Diana, Molly, Psych, Els, Zoe, and Elsie. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. We're back. It's time to do the thing. We're gonna watch the things and have fun. It's a home night. It's time to be at home. It's a night that we're at home together and we're having lots of fun. And we're enjoying ourselves. But unfortunately, they didn't have the ice cream that you wanted. So I tried to get the other brand of ice cream that you wanted. Then they had that. But it was like the flavor, not the brand. I misspoke. I hope that's okay. I'm not really good at speaking right. What's up? Okay, so usually you interrupt me about halfway through the song. Because, the first 10, 15 seconds is, oh, he's being silly and, we'll let him go. And then it's like a novelty act. But then after that, it's, we're going to stop you right there in your tracks. And you, now you're not even interrupting my long drawn out monologue explaining the situation and why I'm confused at what happened. So something is really wrong. Also, I haven't actually been looking at you this entire time, and I just started looking at you, and you look like you have seen a ghost. So what? We just gonna sit here? We're just gonna sit here and look at each other? No talking, just vibes. 'Cause I just wanna party with you. Remember that song? Remember that when that was a thing on TikTok? I don't actually know what that song is, unfortunately, so I'm probably gonna sound like a casual. But so, like I was saying, and they didn't have the brand that you wanted of the peanut butter chocolate, but I got the peanut butter chocolate in a different brand. And I even went and I asked the cashier, I was like, hey, which one of those, which brand of ice cream do you think is A1? Because I'm not a big ice cream person myself. Okay, seriously, what is going on? Okay, we got a word. That's good. I said, what's going on? Because usually, I don't think I've ever gotten this far into a random diatribe or just trailing off in my own thoughts out loud. Usually there's an interruption. But here we are, and you looked very troubled. Okay, this is progress. You're engaging in the conversation. Yeah, I do remember. I did, because you said you were cold, and all of your hoodies are in the wash right now, and most of my clothes are in the wash right now, so I said you could go get a hoodie while I was going out. Yeah, I remember that. Weird, but yeah, no, I gave you express permission, if that's what you want to call it, to go into my closet. Yep, because that is where my hoodies are. What's happening? Where are we going with this? mean? Am I in the mood? Or like, that sounds like one of those things where it's like, are you in a place to receive troubling information? Because I am. I'm definitely fine. Trouble me all you want, because nothing is going to get in the way of us enjoying our special. I whew, I did forget that I keep that in there. Yeah, that is oof. Well, I could see why you reacted in the way that you did, because you probably found some information in there that I wasn't exactly ready to divulge. Okay. Because that's got to be it, right? You don't even need to answer me. Just a shake of the head, yes, shake of the head, no. You saw the thing in there. That's like the only thing that I talk about in there. Please spare me a little bit of embarrassment. And again, once again, shake of the head, yes or no. Please tell me that you didn't see like too much. Like you only saw like what you needed to see to get the understanding of the context of what's in there, and then you stopped looking. I just realized this is the not a proper communication, because you could be saying like, yes, I did do that, or yes, I didn't do that. So I'm going to ask you, did you see what, like, just like a little bit of stuff and then stop reading? Ew, no. Okay, well, you know what? Curiosity can't really be blamed, especially in a situation like that. So I'm not mad. Not mad. My heart is beating out of my chest, and I will probably not be able to survive the night, but I'm not mad. Frankly, this is on me. So, where do you want to go from here? Because this is really like, you know, the Pandora's box that you opened. And again, once again, I'm blaming you for opening it, but you should probably have control over what are we gonna do? We gonna zig? We gonna zag? We gonna just pretend this never happened? Or yeah, no, I do know. Yeah, no, I do know that we can't just pretend it didn't happen. But I was, hey, you know, Hail Mary. Phew. I mean, if that's what you want to do, we can do it. Questions it is. Please ask me the questions, I guess. Well, here's the thing, right? Am I comfortable answering these questions right now? No. Are there a million thoughts going through my head at once? Yes. Do I feel like I'm going insane a little bit? Absolutely. But these questions are going to be omnipresent in your head because of the situation that we are in right now. And, you know, it's better to get them out of the way now than later, I guess, right? Because then they'll stew, and then you'll think different things, and then I'll think different things, and it's better to get them out in the open right now. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself, to maintain some level of like being calm. Terrified. But what are the questions? Good first question. Good leader. Leader. Good starter offer. Good whatever. Do you remember Christmas of 2022? Mm-hmm. It was our first Christmas here, and we invited everyone for a party, and it was like this big thing, you know, the first, you know, like it was kind of like a housewarming thing too, because many people hadn't been over here before, and we worked on it for literally weeks. like 2.5 weeks, we spent at least 2 to 3 hours a day working on this like giant party project, and it went off without a hitch. And then we threw it the next year, we're gonna throw it this year. And I guess that was when well, that is a really easy answer. The one is a little bit harder, but once you get that out, anyways, the reason why it was then was because we literally, collaboration is my life. That is all I do. At work, at home, with my family, I'm always assigned to a role that I'm collaborating with other people and helping them with things, and communication is so important in those circumstances. I have never flowed more easily. I've never experienced that level of synchronicity in collaborating with someone than I have with you. And as you know, that party required a lot of things. It wasn't just one specific type of synchronicity that was necessary. It was with everything. We got the food together. We cooked together. We planned, we made the music playlist together. We got all of the supplies, everything. There were so many different types of collaboration that we had to embark on together, and it was just effortless every single time. And I think that is really indicative of how a relationship would work as well. Yes, I am saying that I think that that was, I don't know. And we also spent a lot of time together. Not that we don't spend a lot of time together in general, but then we were spending very lengthy periods of time only with each other. And we were hyper focused on achieving a mutual goal. And when you put two people in a pressure cooker like that, they either thrive or they fail. And I feel like we thrived. And so ever since then, I was like, wow, this would probably be the best partner that I could possibly imagine. Not only for endeavors like this, but also with life. I don't know, just as a good follow-up question, I guess, to my lengthy response. Honestly, and this isn't like a cop-out or anything like that. This is a genuine answer. I don't know. I think part of it could be lack of confidence. Part of it could be like, because we got a house together, like as roommates. Because, and as much as like people will say there's not as much difference between a house and an apartment, like renting one, there is a difference. And this was like a extreme like branch that we both reached out. So I guess I didn't want to mess that up either. And there was a third part, probably just, I don't know, basic nerves. Exactly. So I funneled all of those nerves into a diary or a journal. Journal sounds more manly. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I funneled all of my feelings about it into that. And so you just happened to stumble upon like a year and a half of my feelings in a bottle. And this is all interesting. And see, I'm glad that we are, communicating this. That is good. Because as I said, one of the reasons that I fell for you was our very, very synchronized communication style and skills. But the question now becomes, And I hate to do this, but we got to flip it on you. Yeah, we'll see, you have the upper hand here. You have the advantage. You know exactly how I feel about you. But I have no idea how you feel about me. Take all the time that you need. I am here and I'm not going anywhere. If I have to remind you, our whole plan was to have a day in together, so I get it. I totally get it. It was hard for me to say what I had to say, and you literally saw what I had to say. So I can't imagine how hard it is for you with me not knowing what you are feeling right now. Wow, a mirror, like a literal like mirror. So I know that's not necessarily very cryptic, and it's like a base level metaphor, but I just want to confirm that means that you like saying that looking at the my journal is like looking into a mirror, like you feel the same way about me is what I am hoping and praying. And if I've misinterpreted this, oh my gosh, I don't know how I. No, oh my god, don't. I totally get it. If the roles were reversed and I found a diary that you had about me and it was only about me and it was all of the emotions that you've been feeling over the past like however long, um I would be just as shell shocked as you were. Did you really? You didn't even do it? Like you haven't moved since? No, I get that is a very like intense thing to process, that like your feelings are reciprocated. So and especially in that level of depth that I go into in that. Oh, thank you. I don't know. Well, I've never dated anyone since we were living together, so I guess I just never had the chance to show you my romantic side. And most like romance that's portrayed in films and music and TV shows and media in general and books is just kind of corny to me. So that's probably why. Wow, do you really mean that? That is like wow. I don't know. I've never really considered writing before, but if you think I'd be good at it, maybe I'd give it a shot. Enough about me, though. Let's talk about us. So, what's going on? What is this now? I know that you like me, you know that I like you, and you know the extent of how much I like you. And I guess I know the extent if you say it's a mirror of how much you like me. So, what do we do now? What's the proper course of action here? Well, I know what I want, but I know that it has to be a two-way street. And as much as I know about how you feel about me now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're ready for what I'm ready for. And I don't want to force you into anything or make you feel uncomfortable, obviously. And you're really ready for that? And you're not just riding off the euphoric high of finding out that the person that you are interested in is also interested in you. Like your feelings aren't amplified because of that. This is like really how you feel and what you want to do. Well, I'm only going to ask the question once, and if you give me the answer to that, then who am I to disagree? So I guess the only question to be asked now is making it official. Will you go study with me? Huh? Well, what a turn of events, huh? Didn't think today would end up like this. We're a couple now, and more importantly, you're gonna have to tell me how this ice cream is. I'm telling you, they told me it is the best option, even better than the one that you wanted. But hopefully, this is just as great. I am hoping that it does not ruin your day. Well, as sweet as that sentiment is, I know how you don't play about your ice cream. So let's get to it, shall we? Come on. I don't know. I am totally down to watch whatever you want to watch, but I will say, maybe considering the circumstances, I would be open to some romantic dramas or comedies if you catch my